Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Too much goes. I am very cold. I'm gonna go on my trampoline and then, well, I'm gonna go on the swing. I'm gonna set my camera so I can put on my sweater after. My socks are gonna be wet. They'll be brown on the outside of my socks. That's great. Oh shit. There you go, you can see better. But anyways, yeah, make sure you guys can see correctly. Instead of being like covered from it, but today I am going to today I am going to go to softball and all this stuff, but I was planning on filming for a little bit, just for a little bit, because I haven't filmed. I haven't filmed in a very long time. So I was gonna say about my day and stuff. Yeah. So I am just swinging, but today at school we went to the science museum, and of course my dad chaperoned, like always he does. He's a beautiful dad. Anyways, but my group partners are okay. There's one of their names two of their names I can't actually say, but one I can. But okay, so this first girl, her fake name, aka we're gonna call her Mada. So she's a little girl. She's amazing, beautiful, love her, bro. But she's the one where she would run off and not tell anybody. So when we were at watching the fake dinosaur show at the Minnesota Science Museum for Kids, we were watching it and we were just chilling, and my friend Elis, she's also a girl, we can't say her name because she's not on social media, but Elis, she got to go touch the dinosaur and everything. She was a tough subject. We get that. But then this Mada decides to run off to this sport area. It was crazy though, because Mada is a short girl, dark skin. There is so many people that look just like her that we mistaking her as. We lost her, bro. So we couldn't find her, and that was a sad thing. But me, Mada, nickname by the way, the Eclipse, I think it's called her. I didn't know what they call her. Eclipse, nickname too, our fake name. And my friend Serafina, real name, she's on Instagram, and no, she's not on Instagram, she's on TikTok. So yes, I don't know her YouTube account, sorry about that, can't shout out anybody right now, but we were beating this up. We went to this Lost in Space thing, eating our and stuff, you know. Got it, right? And then, I don't know, all of a sudden, we were just sitting there. New story, by the way. We were sitting there, and all of a sudden, right next to us was my friend's boyfriend's group. Bro, I'm serious. Seraphina's boyfriend is amazing. I love him, not in a weird way, as a friend, you know, we get along, chill. But when this girl doesn't focus on the screen and keeps on looking at him with his other kid, aka Coda. There's in this kid's group, there's Coda, not real name. There's Chase, real name. There is there is Eli, fake name, and there is what's this kid's name? Fake name. What should I call him as a fake name? His fake name is You know what? This kid's fake name is Ea. Okay? Ea. We got them. And another fake name is Fari. Fari? Close enough to furry, but you know, he's not a furry, he's a Fari. Anyways, this kid's group, they're amazing, they're nice, I get along with them, I lost a lot of them I'm friends with. And I'm just chilling there, and they had to sit right next to us. And of course, you know why they sit right next to us? Because that's what they were made to do. And the people that are controlling where they sit was like, you're supposed to go in the middle, second row, boom, boom, you're there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because we're in the middle, second row, done, bam, right there. It's crazy, insane. I don't like it because it's just annoying. But my friend, Seraphina, she keeps on looking at him, and I keep on pushing her down, and she keeps on looking at him. I'm like, Seraphina, if you look at him one more time, I'm crashing out, and I'm throwing you all the way down to the bottom where the announcer is, because there's like this lost space. It's weird. But she's like, no, please. I'm like, we stop looking at him, and then she's like, okay, and she looks at him one time, and this is what I said: after this, I'm blinding you. Yeah. And it was funny. This girl didn't look at him the whole entire time we were there. Anyways, new story. Next, we were, let me see. What's another weird story we encountered when we were there? Okay, we got this. So, I have this random kid from another class that's in the same grade as us, but not in the same class. His name is, what could his name be? I don't know. What could this kid's name be? Let's call him Forrest. Forrest? Nickname, by the way. Close enough to his name, but not his name. But he's an interesting kid, you could say. He didn't have a group, so he was with a teacher, but his teacher wandered off with this other kid that's in the group. I don't know who's in the group, but we were almost at the end, and all of a sudden, I'm like, Forrest, because we were by the sand pit where you put in, it's weird, it's like this, and you put your hand through it, and it makes mountains and water and lava inside the earth, but we were doing it, and I'm like, Forrest, where's your group? And he's like, I don't have one. And he's like, I'm like, how do you not have one? And he's like, well, I have one, but I forgot it. I'm like, so who were you with before this? And she's like, Mrs. Hafner is one of our teachers, but I don't think it's his real teacher, but this is a teacher in 4th grade, I'm just gonna call her. But this kid, Forrest, was like, well, I don't really know where she is. I'm like, Forrest, how do you not know where she is? And I just like completely was so confused. And then my friend Eclise, her name's gonna be Eclise now. Eclise, she's okay, but she went up to Finn and she's like, I'm at Forrest. We don't talk about that. But she went up to Forrest and she's like, Forrest, how do you not have a group? And I'm like asking the same question, and Forrest is like, well, because I don't have one. And I'm like, how does he not have one? To Eclise, and Eclise is like, I don't know. He just might not have one. And I'm like, how? That makes no sense. Like, he's not supposed to wander off far away. You know. But then, all of a sudden, okay, we're end of that story. But you know how the story before that, where about this girl named Serafina and her boyfriend Coda, all of a sudden it happened again, and 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 then all of a sudden it happened again. We saw him during lunch. And of course, lunch is the worst time to see him because they sit next to each other. Of course they do. And I'm like, Serafina, you're gonna get killed after this. And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, you are. And she's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, you are. And you're gonna get killed. And she's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. And she's like, yeah, I expected that. And I'm like, oh my god. But then, getting in Coda, trying to steal her Lunchable that she didn't want, and I'm like, Coda, give me the Lunchable, and he's like, no, and I'm like, Coda, give me the Lunchable, and he was like, no, and he's like, Coda, give me the Lunchable, and she's like, no. I'm like, give me the literally dookie fluky hamuki lunch stuff out of it, and he's like, no. I'm like, yes, and then he's like, no. So I just opened it right there and stuffed it all in my mouth. And then he's like, that was for me. And I looked at Serafina and he's like, was that for him? And she's like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that was actually for me. She just gave it to me, so we don't talk. But Coda was right behind us, so he wasn't really next to us. And then her friend, Janae, aka my friend, Janae, that's her real name, by the way. Janae is her real name. Serafina is her real name. Coda is her real name. Chase is her real name. Yeah. Mad's not a real name. Eli's not a real name. Forrest isn't a real name. Eclise isn't a real name. For these people, for whatever his name is, not a real name. You know. So yeah, we were just doing that. It's story time. How long was my story time? 13 minutes, guys. 13 minutes of story time. Yeah, okay, bye-bye, guys. Thank you for watching my story time, and see you later. Bye.